Okay, so welcome to this review session of Painted Black. I'm not gonna continue with that voice for probably 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a nice little bit of fun. A little bit of madness creeping in maybe on my end, but hey, why not, right? Just it doesn't really matter. So this week I want to review Painted Black. Really actually overwhelmed by the response this week. Thought it might be an interesting task and challenge for you to look at black and white monochrome, looking at contrast, and you really haven't disappointed on this. I say it every week, but I genuinely mean it this week. I could have had included at least 30, probably nearly all of them actually. There's loads of uploads this week, so it's fantastic. Managed to get it to 12, and the 12 I've got, as I'll explain, just show a bit of variety on this task. So let's delve in. Nice to see some new faces, some new people uploading. Nancy. I love this one. As I was asking for, there's some really nice detail. We can see a light source, and that's really coming off this kind of this bronze figurine. And again, as it works in monochrome with this kind of detail, it just brings out this so nicely, and then leads us to kind of a nice doubling up, so there's maybe two light sources there, but really nice composition. And the way this works, and in terms of framing, as we always talk about the thirds, and we would normally think good composition and framing, our figurine would be kind of slap back bang in the middle, but what this does is it's leading us to really kind of emphasise this shadow, which is what this task was about. So really good interpretation, Nancy, and I think this works so well. Yeah, actually one of my favourites from this week, without a doubt. Paul, love this one, especially because you've been out and about and really thought about where you can kind of use natural light to create these kind of light and darks and the contrast. And what I like about this as well is you've shot it in portrait, and we've got this kind of leading lights that take us down to this central point of light and detail at the end. But I love the way that the light's kind of like filtering through, and as you're further away from that light source, we're getting all this kind of dark here. Again, it's just really well framed, and the composition is fantastic. Yeah, good settings again, because it's probably a sunny day at the end down there. You've not burnt the image out at the back down there as well, so that's great. Top job. Good job, Bob. Vanessa, the penguin light. Again, similar to Nancy's, I really like this because we've got our main kind of object down in the bottom third here, and then it's throwing out the shadow of that into the top half of the image in portrait, drawing your eye up. I just think it works so well as in black and white as well, and that's the kind of stuff I was looking for, just how we can create these contrasts and really draw out light and dark through black and white. So really good job, Vanessa. Dip, dip, dip. John Allen. Yeah, really liked this John. You've got the light from the window that's creating the outline on the blinds here. Again, it's abstract enough to maybe make us think, yeah, what is that? But then we kind of get it, and your depth of field is fantastic here, drawing that down. And again, just how, because we've got the light source behind and in black and white, we've then got that contrast. We've got the dark elements of the blind there, and I just think that works so nicely. In landscape, again, like the others have drawn that perspective, this works really well in that sense, because it's drawing us down through the image that way. So really nice job. Real nice. Guy, you uploaded some really great images, and if people can go back and have a look through the photo pool for this week, you'll see styles like this. So you've used your camera, but you've obviously got quite a high contrast monochrome black and white setting on your camera, which gives it that kind of toy effect, but I actually really like it, because things look, when you've got things like this, they look like light, which I think is really interesting, and the perspective is fantastic on this. These two objects right in the middle, I just think you've kind of composed that really nicely with a kind of dark background on the wood, but you've still got some areas of detail through that as well, and all this detail in here as well with the, I think there's water in there, but yeah, really nice job, that one. Blinded by the light, revved up like a deuce night. Good work, Steph. This is what I again was hoping for, using something out of shot to create that shadow, and this is kind of that typical, I guess, kind of what you would associate with that kind of era of film noir. I love this light coming through the blinds here. Some good verticals and horizontals. I think it works really well. Not sure what that is, but that's fine, because this is the detail that we were looking for, and that's the abstract nature of this. And you can almost imagine kind of the vanishing point here, and how this is kind of leading through and passed down through the image. It works really well. Vanessa, I love this because, again, like the other ones with the penguin and with the Nancy's figurine, we can see the object quite clearly, like it's kind of stacked with the cafe with the cups. But what's really nice is these are kind of look like different textures, so you've got then different kind of effects of light on them with reflection, but then you've positioned it, your composition is really nice then, because you've got just this band of light that is obviously behind, this light source behind, but then is reflecting, and we've got the words written out on there. Kath, I was actually thinking about this. I weirdly had a dream that I was talking about this, so it was one thing that I was looking to put in this gallery this week, and I just love this. Again, the detail here, because we've got that works so nicely, the contrast with the black and white, the tops of the windows, and this detail, the roof. It's an overcast day, so you get this lovely, just kind of off-white really, but adds a perfect contrast background to anything that's going to cause this darker contrast in front of it. And I was imagining it kind of being a house kind of lifted up, and the way that these lines are going up from it, I just think, yeah, it's a really interesting shot. I really like it. So good job there. Another one by Nancy. beautiful. I absolutely love this shot. I think that's a bed, maybe, but anyway, it doesn't matter because what is this? I just love how you've created that. The symmetry of it coming down into the middle, and the kind of the shadow that is caused by this refracted light. Such a nice image, really is. I'm really pleased the kind of the way that you've kind of thought about how to capture that, and that process within that as well is really good. You've got your ISO up there, just to kind of enhance the light on the image, like a slower shutter speed as well. Really good job. Absolutely love that picture. Another one by Nancy. I like this one as well because in response to the brief, the fork candles. But yeah, I love this. You know, light on the foreground objects and the back. You know, the surface there, the marble. And then the shadow there. It's a very crisp image as well. So you've got a strong light source to kind of create this sharp shadow as well, which is good. I think it's a really nice shot. Really, really nice. Really nice. But no, I genuinely mean that. Steph, this is beautiful. Any light on chrome like this, black and white, wow, it's stunning, isn't it? It just looks so pristine and perfect. I just think it's beautiful. The contrast is so nice. How well this works with the side of the drum and this element as well. Yeah, it's fascinating. Very nice and abstract, and which I really, really like. And then last, another one by Steph. Some kind of mesh, but either way, this depth of field here, this band we've got in focus, we're drawn through it anyway, and then we've got this little section here that's in focus. And again, the light source behind whatever this kind of mesh covering is, just allowing the detail of the hatching there, I think is just works really, really well. And the black bands coming through, and they're the ones, you know, like I said, I could have picked a lot more. Please go back and have a look at them. But in terms of the way I envisaged you kind of meeting this brief, these are the ones that that stand out for again just, and that's all you can try. Just experiment, be creative with it. Some things will work, some won't, but when they do, I think this is the best one yet, and hopefully this next one will challenge you even more to think in a similar way. So, top job. Remember, keep sharing, keep commenting, and keep being creative.